Then we have audios, and then we nope, that's different screen. And then we go hi.
Hi.
We are late
I
on
haven't played
streaming, and
Stardew
my
Valley in a
brain
while.
does not work today. Hi.
We're late because I took a shower.
I should have. I need to.
I took a shower this morning, but I forgot to shave. Again. It's a problem, honestly.
That's the thing. I need to do it like
Blimey.
basically every week.
Every day
Cold's
for
over
me.
there being like, I don't need to. Like, Cold's cool with his deal.
Well, you still probably got like a beard routine going on, right? Like,
Yeah, beard oil, balms, all some extra shit.
Every day for me. Every day.
Anywho, enough about our facial hair.
Anyways. Enough about our problems.
Now on to our
We're
characters' problems.
I.e. Zinzer.
Look, man.
our
You
characters.
can't deny that you yourself are the problem. You are quite literally God.
But what if I
Okay.
said no?
I gotta hide.
What if I made
I gotta
no?
hide the
That's not how this works.
Yeah, if I can make what I say canon, me saying no is canon. So that's how it works.
I gotta hide the logo from my bottle whenever I drink from it, because if they want it
no.
to be seen on stream, they gotta pay us.
That's not. I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's actually not how that works, I don't think.
No.
Too bad. I'm still hiding it.
So, yeah, welcome to our 7th episode of Blades in the Dark, Secret and Shadows. It has been a bit. We have my 4 lovely players here today. Let's go in whatever order, really. Anything works.
We'll
Hi,
do the
I'm
order.
here.
Ace isn't here, so he isn't starting us out. This is
I know.
Yeah, it's
No.
cold
I
this
know.
time.
I'm at the top of the list. I know. I was looking at that. Sup, Cold. I play Alistar. My boy's traumatized.
He is now, yeah. Arguably he was before, just more so now.
Yeah.
Just now
He
it's
was-
mechanically.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he was emotionally traumatized before. Now he's mechanically
Now
traumatized.
it's on his sheet.
Yes. yes.
Now we had to write it down.
I play Eunice, who definitely had the worst time last time.
I don't know, Gregor got stabbed. You could have been stabbed.
I mean,
I punched a ghost.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Eunice took that last session really personally.
Okay, yeah, that's more phrasing.
Yes.
Hi, I'm here. I play Belial. She punched a ghost last session.
That she did.
Oh, hi, I'm
Yeah,
Minty.
there's normally more.
I'm Minty. I play wait. Oh god. I play Ben.
Yeah, if you need to, just look at the stream if you need to know.
My name is my name is Minty. I play Ben. Ben is Ben. You know him.
Yay.
And I'm Zins, and I play everyone else. Woo. Okay, so
Whoa.
we're gonna start off. We got 3 downtime actions. It has been 3 days since our last session, so the heat's died down. We may or may not have de-stressed. We had time to work on some projects. So, what is
I
on
definitely
the books?
de-stressed.
Let's go with Alile first, because you're in the stream.
Yay. Yeah, I de-stressed. Remind me again what I roll for that.
So, indulge vice.
Mm-hmm.
How much stress
There
do
should
you
be a-
currently have?
2, 4. I have 6.
Okay, so you are at literally 0 risk of overstressing. Or overindulging.
Mhm.
Overindulging.
Yep.
Give me that
So I
roll.
just roll with my lowest.
Yep. So, because it's insight, it's, I believe, the lowest 2.
And I just put 1 point in there.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, just roll me that single die.
Yay. That's a 5.
Yeah, you're going to take 5. You're gonna take 5 off your stress.
Okay. Whoa, I'm back down to 1. Then I'm going to treat my wound from the other day.
Yeah. So healing. It's just
Or
gonna
at
be.
this point, is that last week?
It's been a bit. It's been a bit. You're still a tiny bit sore.
And what do I roll for that?
Just a singular d6 again.
That is a 4.
You're gonna take 2 pieces of your clock. Are you?
My clock is complete.
All right. So you can erase the lightly stabbed off your sheet. You are no longer shanked.
And I get 1 more.
Yes. What are we doing with that 1?
I'm gonna train my resolve.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to more people.
Yeah, you want Lyle just gonna go mingle.
I'm gonna hang out with my friends who are not part of the party.
They go to a different school. You wouldn't know them.
Yes,
They're
back
from
they go.
Canada. Wait, shit, my friends are from Canada.
Yeah, that's literally me. Like.
I'm right here.
And Ix, we are neither of us are Canadian, or neither of us are American. We are Canadian.
Or Canadian. Mhm.
So, Eunice, you're next.
Yippee! I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing. Because I do have an injury still, so that's what I'm gonna start with.
You're quite stressed, and you are quite electrocuted still, I believe.
Yeah,
Fun.
I'm still quite zapped, as you said.
Excuse me.
I got a 2.
On your health or your stress? I'll let you decide.
Health.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 1 piece of your clock.
Well, then it's done.
Nice. All right, you are no longer zapped. You know what? This downtime for everyone, it's a lot better than it's gone. You know, we've successfully done the
Yes.
job. We can just sit back and make sure we don't actively die.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna. I think it's like. I'm gonna train the insight.
All right, so tick one of those little flag-like boxes on your insight.
And finally, I will de-stress. Hopefully.
Okay. So indulge your vice. Let's see how that goes. And how much stress do you currently have? Is a thing worth asking.
I have 5.
All right.
And then it's the lowest attribute.
You could just click the indulge vice
Yeah,
button.
it does it
it'll
automatically
pull it for
if
you.
you press the actual words. Because Roll20 is like that.
It's prompting me to put in. Oh, that's bonus dice. Never mind. I can't read. Four.
Okay.
Not bad. No.
Yeah, you're at 1 stress. You're doing good. Where does Eunice indulge her vice? Where does she go to de-stress? Is it the workshop? Is it somewhere else? Is it Alistar? I assume it's not.
No. I
The
feel like
phrasing for that could have been a lot better.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean in drugs.
I mean. I'm kidding.
I mean the drug type, for the record.
Look. All I'm saying, you'll never know until you ask.
Oh God. You're lucky we don't have a
Anyway.
fan base, or there would be shippers.
Oh no, they would be just absolutely devouring this right now.
No, because I was about to say before you said that, I was gonna say like no, but not not because like Eunice would do that because Alistair doesn't want to. Because Alistair doesn't. Um, and now it's incredibly out of context.
It's out recorded somewhere in this world, and it's on my external hard drive.
You always have a chance to edit it out of the VOD.
Oh yeah, I'm totally clipping
No.
it.
But yeah, where does
Years.
Eunice go?
Wait.
I feel like I think my initial thought was just like Eunice would just like hole herself up in like a room in her apartment and just like be in there just by herself.
Okay, it's more like a just you zone out for like 3 days straight,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Cold, Alistar. What's he doing? He's got some big stuff brewing. He's got some
Yes,
trauma.
I will. I'm gonna just skip the trauma. I got no stress right now. I'm gonna finish the project
Mm-hmm.
that we started with.
All 3 actions?
Which, we're gonna try one first because I'm
Okay.
almost done. I think I was like at
you're
Hey,
6
3
out
out
of
of
10 or
10.
something like that. Oh,
Question
close
out
enough.
of character, real quick. Are you allowed to reveal what your trauma is?
Yes. If we want to do it above game, the mechanics in Blades of the Dark is that the character that receives the trauma is out of commission for a short time, and then they come back with this new trait. So during this downtime for Alistar, I would say they would not be back at the apartments.
Okay. That's actually specifically what I was curious about. Are you allowed to reveal like what the trait is
Out of game, yeah, we can.
if you want to?
And then if Alistar says
I-
it in person, like in character, he can.
I think I told you guys last time it was funny because it was also my name.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. So Alistar picked
okay.
up cold for people at home. As if it's not also on the stream overlay. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we're looking at a
Wait,
6, a
what?
3, and a 1
So for
to
that
tinker
6,
with my experiment.
we're putting 3 more onto it.
Okay.
So you're
okay.
6 out of 10.
And I will. You know what? I'll do 2 insight training. I'll spend the rest of my downtime training my insight. Your boy's got to get his marksmanship up.
Alright, so you are fully like. There is a. Just outside of Midton, there is like a very rickety shooting range. You're going there. You have. Are you still using your blow darts, or do you have a dart gun at this point?
Let's. It just says blowgun and darts. You know what?
There is also an option if you want to use a
Hmm,
downtime action to acquiring items.
but who exactly? Where can I get a dart gun? It seems oddly
Lucky for me, I
specific.
don't have to narrate that part, and we let the dice decide.
If anything, can I use one of my downtimes to talk to Eunice to see if she can make me a dart gun? Because I know she's good with making pieces of equipment and technology to a certain extent.
I don't know. He seemed kind of busy last week.
Oh, it's been 3 days, he said, so we have
Yeah,
time now.
Fair.
Eunice has the ability to make a dart gun. It's whether they have the desire to. And I'll leave that up to Luna.
Well, of course, you will get compensated. But it depends on what compensation you want.
Are you
I
gonna
have
give this
money.
man a gun?
I have other encouraging items.
He's
That
talking about drugs.
I know that.
I just wanted to make that clear.
It's trying to just block the innuendos left
No,
and right.
look, drugs. We're not subtle. We're not slick. I'm aware.
We're also not verbose.
True.
Um, see, I was like, yes, and then
Subtlety is for
now
the
I'm
dead
thinking.
and stupid.
That's kind of sad. Um, I feel like no.
Okay.
Only yeah, just only because of recent events and
Events.
the state of your state. Yeah, not great.
What? Uh,
So
New York?
I will go acquire one somewhere else. All right. Since I will use one of those downtimes then to try and locate a dart gun
Instead of training.
instead of one training. Yeah.
All right. Let's call that. What would we call? What would you do to acquire a gun? What skill would that be?
I would assume a study because I have to find information on where to go get this.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I guess the other one would be survey because survey is also gathering information.
Mm-hmm.
I like how both are gathering information.
Look, there's a lot of information out there.
Alright.
It's the same thing with like
So let's do
perception
this.
versus investigation in 5e.
Control standard. Ah, really, really game.
What we got?
All right, a double two.
So we don't find any blowguns or dart guns. You do know, however, the best ways to get equipment like that is either getting them custom made from a contractor, being a blue coat, or Falk Industries, which is essentially a military industrial complex. Is the best way to describe it.
Okay. Let's just take some notes real quick right next to steal something. All right, let's see here.
Wild.
Right next to what?
Okay.
Right next to
Don't worry
what?
about it. Don't worry about it.
Right next to what?
Blue coats or custom order. Okay.
Yeah, it's not exactly like an off the shelf kind of deal. We are going to
So
move.
then,
Yeah,
good to go then. I'm good to go.
cool. We're gonna move to Ben then.
Before that, oh, actually, while that, I did do some downtime actions last game that you said you would put into effect this game.
Yes. So remind me, you got
First one was Ben looking for,
yes. So we do already have two on that clock.
yeah, and second one was Ben getting to know the town,
Yes.
and I did complete that one.
You did complete the walking around. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna go flip over to my lore dump part of my book. What would Ben in particular be looking for? Would they be looking for groups of note or just generally what is new with the city?
What is new? How the city works. Like he wouldn't be trying to familiarize with himself with the groups. Actually, at this point, he doesn't even know that groups are really like. He obviously knows of the concept of groups, but like he obviously,
Yeah.
but as of this point, he has no knowledge whatsoever of the groups.
So, yeah, Ben, through talking, through looking at some newspapers, through losing a couple crows on the side, 4 newspapers, those orphans can really sweet talk you. Um, you are, of course, aware also from part of your actual investigations. The city of Lionsbrook is a city council system. So it is made up of 24 members on this main council who vote on decisions. Um, the decisions never see the public. It is only it's only made public if the direct effects of it show up. Essentially, if you could see the direct effects, then you know something and has changed in law. It's not like oh, here's what's changed in the last month. It's oh, good fucking luck finding out. Additionally, you know that Lionsbrook has a very you did not know this general area had as much natural resources as it does. You're thinking, and the fact that this massive city essentially sprouted out of nowhere with zero contact to anything else is short of a miracle, honestly.
So no imports or exports whatsoever.
No, not really.
Through his lookings around, would Ben be able to confirm that the city is the place he thinks it is?
Describe the place he thinks it is.
I'm just gonna DM it to you. Like, I know we've talked.
Yeah.
Like, I know we've talked about
Mhm.
this maybe being a thing, but like, I want Ben confirmation here.
Most of it is unrecognizable, but you can make out. You can make out the old wall, which is essentially surrounding the island of the heart.
All right, that was that for that. Oh shit! I still got 3 downtime actions.
You still got those actions for today. If you want, I'll let you. Okay, I'm gonna do a new mechanic, and I'm gonna make it up, and we'll see how it goes.
Drugs?
No, not drugs. Since we have a lot of people skipping or not knowing what to do with downtime actions, anytime
they don't really give you a lot.
Anytime you want, you can instead of doing a downtime action, let me know, and I could give you a bonus die anytime that one session.
Oh, cool.
I only say once.
Is
per
that
session.
your devil's bargain?
Once per session. It is a stand-in. Cat.
Where?
Okay.
Colts.
First of all, Ben's gonna keep up at the city, the job lookup.
Yep, give me that roll. What you doing? Sway, consort.
I think it's consort. Yeah.
Cool.
Hunt.
All right. So, what kind of roll is this? Risky standard.
Yep.
Risky standard. What is it? Oh my god, that's a 6.
All right. So you are one section off of this clock. Gonna roll again for your second action.
No. I'm gonna train in insight. Gonna do more people watching.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Like a creep.
And then one last one.
How do I train? Do I just mark down Italian?
You mark down one of the
Yeah.
players, yeah.
Okay. And my last one.
That's for my last missive.
Ah, poop. You know what? Ben's gonna work out.
All right. So is he doing resolve then too?
Push-ups in
Prowess.
no prowess.
Yep. Resolve is the talking.
Whoa.
Which is
Yeah, the one that's
Gotta work out those throat muscles.
Resolve.
The one that I
don't
am
know why it's
3 points off of.
I
no,
don't know why.
no.
I'm completely ignoring that on purpose.
Oh, hey guys! I was saying that innocently.
I don't
What?
like how it's resolve for talking to people because I don't understand it. I don't understand the correlation.
Yeah.
Resolve.
That's just me. So now that we got
Do I need
that
to
out of the way,
learn a thing?
You can name it
Then-
something else.
Oh, wait, you use your
Just
resolve to
completely change the
encourage other
game.
people?
I suppose.
Resolve. Settle or find a solution.
Yeah,
To
resolution.
a problem, dispute, or contentious matter.
As the verb of resolution.
Well, because all of the other ones are character traits, and resolving a
Yeah.
problem, the verb does not.
But it's your resolve to resolve the
Or
problem.
determination
But
to do
resolve,
something.
no, I think resolve as an adjective is different from resolve as a verb, though.
No, they are different.
Yeah,
Resolve
that's what
as
it's
a
Straight up, just like change what it's called as well.
Resolve as a noun is firm determination to do something.
See?
So
Okay,
you
but
just
But
have
that's
That's
not
determination.
social. That's not
That
social.
firm determination is what you use to encourage other people to do what you want.
That's not solely social though. That's like everything.
all right,
Resolve
guys. Look,
in chemistry
Hey,
is to separate or cause to be separated into components.
Y'all should change the whole game. Y'all should change the whole game. Yeah.
no. Look, I just wanted to
Chemistry
complain.
It's-
Okay.
You can change what it's called.
No, I'm gonna be stubborn about it and just complain and whine about it.
It's
Resolve in music.
Hmm.
Of a discord, lead into a concord during the course of harmonic change.
Nerd.
Thank you.
So,
Bitsy.
all right, we are going to start our official narration now. We've had a rough day.
No, I haven't.
Well, Ben's fine. We have been paid quite a lot though. Nice.
Someone is phasing through the universe.
We have been paid quite a lot.
Me, I am.
I am going to put 50 sticks into our group fund, which
Holy shit.
goes a long way. Don't spend it all in one place.
How much is
I
this
don't
stick
think
again?
we could.
No promises.
So,
You shut your ass up.
we have already at this point.
I think Luna's camera froze.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
they'll be fine. Yes, so we've already made the handoff to Legs. He's already paid us in full as promised.
That name is really dumb.
Look,
And they're back. Maybe.
No, frozen again.
no, now we
Oh
got.
wait, she's
Luna's-
shifting.
Hello?
She's...
Hi.
There she is.
Hi.
My Wi-Fi
You
just cut
alright,
out
bud?
randomly.
Nice. So
That's great.
we have been paid.
You love to see it.
As we all go around doing our own things, we have still neglected a couple things of information.
No.
As in the lockbox, we had 2 leather-bound books.
Mm-hmm.
One
And
of,
I was gonna. Oh wait.
one of which had cross, in what's it called? Embossed into the cover. The other one black and unlabeled. As well as some all other leads we have in the back of our mind on the murder of Vincent Cross.
Did we give Cross's money to
Yeah.
kid?
Yes, we did.
And we finished paying off Mr.
Captain Ranos.
Mr. I'm pretty sure is a pirate man. Yeah, okay.
He
That's
wasn't
why I
a
was the first one.
pirate per se.
Sure.
He's a privateer.
That's a
I have
pirate.
another question.
Corsair.
No,
Yes.
this is, do we still have? Do I still have the box?
You have the box. You just don't have the money
Okay.
inside.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I was.
You have a safe essentially.
A safe
I
with the
came back
lid chopped clean off.
broken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
I
safe.
came back and everything was in shambles. Yeah.
In all fairness, though, the safe also has a working taser inside it. So whether or not you want to do anything with that.
Oh.
Oh,
We lost.
we lost Mariana.
I figured I saw his camera
Where's
freeze too, so I
Stu?
was curious.
Bum, bum, bum,
We're
bum.
doing technical difficulties noise. But yes, you do have a working taser inside that safe.
Great.
So if you want to
What type
do
of
something
taser
with
are
it,
we talking about? Because most tasers only have an effective range of about 6 feet.
it is also an old timey taser. It's less taser in like a weapon and more taser as in
I'll just say, stick it to the neck.
it creates a shock and all of the safe is conductive. So it's not even like focused. It's just
Okay.
a shock generator. So, I'm just gonna so we're gonna do a bit of a small stuff while we talk and wait for Mariana and I don't know, fucking stall. What's up? What's up, guys? How we doing?
Butterfly.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, what
Nothing.
is all of your characters up to?
Oh. Okay.
I can't.
Alistair adopts an alley cat. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so
time?
cold. So cold.
What time? What time is it in game?
End game, it's gonna be like 10, 11 p.m. Or a.m. I mean, sorry, not p.m.
Sleepy. Oh.
Mateo.
You just see the tail just like
Also, is that
go back
a
and
Lego
forth.
butterfly?
That is a Lego
Is that the bug
butterfly.
set? I want that one.
That is the bug set.
Aw. Anywho, yes. At this point, 10, 11 a.m. We've probably been awake for a tiny bit. Other than our downtime, is there anything we want to look into?
So what are our leads so far?
I absolutely do not remember what was in those books because I don't think
We
I
didn't open
was
those
there.
books
We
yet.
all got them.
You know what? That's what's best.
Oh, we didn't open them at
That's what's-
all. Okay.
No, we fully
That's
just
what-
left those books untouched.
Okay. 'Cause I wasn't
That's
there.
what
We all
Ben-
got them. So
I think that's
I
what's.
don't know.
Wait, that's what. I think that's what Ben's done. Eh?
So, I do want to wait for at least. I don't want the lore dump
hours.
and give plot stuff while Mariana's not here. When
And in the meantime, I'll go meet up with everybody else.
cool. So, for our
I'm
other
still avoiding
leads,
Gregor.
for our other leads, we have the forging, forging, not foraging. The forging job that Alistar was looking into.
Oh yeah, that's right. The government was forging some documents.
Not necessarily the government.
Sorry, the blue coats and some of the higher ups were forging some documents. I'm sorry, the blue coats
My
are
bad.
government.
Yeah, so we got blue coat forged
Blue
documents.
forgery.
We have the raids on both Cross's apartment and place of business. We have that pocketbook found in session 1 with the ingredient list for essentially a bomb. As well.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
Does Alile own a corkboard?
I
Corkboard?
do not. I feel like between the three of you, one person would own a corkboard.
What's a corkboard?
Like a
Like
board.
the board that you put pins in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like made of cork.
Okay, Alistar probably has one of those.
Yeah, that's what I said. I probably don't have one.
So we meet up. Where does Alistar live? Also, we know he lives in the heart, but that's it.
It's not really so much an apartment. It's more of just like it's a futon on the floor situation, and then what essentially just looks like a lab of sorts.
Hmm. Do the people in this building know you're there?
Probably. I'm 90% sure everybody in this building is probably some type of squatter.
All right. So
So
are
we
you
all
going
just
to invite the
and
rest
then
of the
just
party in?
well, one of you probably knows where I live. So.
Or are we dragging
wonder,
the
could we
corkboard
agree? I
over to
wonder.
Cressida's?
Well, if he asks for one out loud, I would be like, well, I do have one back at my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I can either bring it here or you guys can come with me to my shithole of a living establishment.
Just wanted to
I
connect
don't-
the dots.
yeah. Okay.
Like,
We can do it
Like,
mentally
obvious-
also.
That's what I was like. I don't even know what Ben wants to use a corkboard, so I'm for. So
And so we can
no,
get the red string and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
tie it
yeah.
around the thumbtacks.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. I
He
need
wants
a
to do the
visual representation
the
of
detective
the.
gimmick.
I need a visual representation of the leads and stuff we've got here.
I'm not done with the leads too. We do have more.
Well, obviously, yes, but like I'm saying, what do we know so far? What connects to what?
I was gonna say, can you just give us like a blank page on Roll20? We'll just call it
that will
the
go so
board,
poorly.
and then
Oh,
we will
no,
just put
wait.
red
I
lines
have-
on it to
I
make
have a
connections.
campaign where we tried to do that. It went so bad.
While we have technical difficulties, I'll try and set it up.
Does
Oh
it
my
have to be on
God.
Roll20? I feel like there's gonna probably like another site or something that we could use to.
There
put it all
is.
together.
I can get it.
I'm gonna just Google connect the dot website.
No, that's not.
The
It doesn't have
red
to
string
actually-
board website.
Corkboard website.
Honestly, that would probably be like Tabletop Simulator. Weirdly, like.
Do we want to use Tabletop Simulator?
How many of you guys have
I
tabletop
found
simulator?
a corkboard seller called corkboard.com.
Nice.
They are handcrafted in America. This is free advertising, corkboard.com, to all of our us viewers who are both here in the D&D game, well, not D&D game, in the game and on our Twitch streams.
Why? Like,
Yeah.
I understand the bit, but I don't get the bit.
We gotta get
Hello?
advertising.
Hello.
Merchandising.
Welcome back, Mariana.
merchandising.
Are we doing
Like-
I've
screen or
returned.
no?
I am unsure. I'm currently working off of my phone's hotspot, so I'm not going to do it right now.
Cool. So,
Like, remember the wise words of yogurt.
We did it for money.
Actually, what I'm going to do. No, I can't even do that.
Wait, there's
Okay,
a
so yeah,
Microsoft Visio? What the
corkboard.com.
fuck
Hit
is
me up.
Visio?
You'll find my info somewhere. I'll hit you up, and then you pay me.
I'm not sure that's how that works, Minty.
I found one, but
We're gonna stick to
I'll send it.
technical difficulties for now because I don't have to redo everything. Actually, what we could just go
Yay.
Pachoom. There we go. We're still Legends of Aqquar. We know that.
we knew
Who
that.
are we?
We know that, guys. Don't worry. So yeah. So list of evidence and leads. We have the 2 new books from the lockbox. We have the Blue Coat forged documents. We have the raids by the Bluecoats on both Alistair's apartment. No, not Alistair. You're Alistair. On Vincent Cross's
I am.
apartment and business. We have
Taste of business.
Vincent Cross's body double. We know his body is not in his grave.
Speaking of the body double, you said it had his ID on him,
Yep.
his identification. But I'm pretty sure Ben took that with him, right?
If you want to say you took it with him, yeah.
Flashback. I took it with me.
Cool.
Are we ever gonna use flashback, right?
I mean, like you
I
guys,
mean, I did.
You guys have done it a couple times.
I used it right.
Is there anything in his wallet aside from the ID?
It wasn't a full wallet. It was only the ID.
Oh, man. My God, talk about a boring guy. Doesn't even have a proper wallet.
Or they didn't
You
put
have-
body double with a proper wallet.
Even Ben has a wallet, even though there's nothing in it. Oh, speaking of which, Ben needs to get an ID. How the fuck would that work?
Very carefully.
So,
Bro has to prove he's a citizen.
so we have that. We have also
Very easy for me.
additionally something to consider. We still have that calling card with the bird cut in that hole. So we got a couple things going on at once. Do we want to pursue any of them, or are we just connecting the dots today? Is this our theory session that's going to be like half podcast?
Yeah, sure.
Let's call it that. Okay, so yeah.
I mean,
so
I kind of
far-
wanted to check out what the fuck
We
the
can
card
look
was
into
about.
things too as well.
No, I'm
I
saying
wanted to know
like
what-
we
I wanted to know what the
Which
card
one's-
was, but I don't know what. So someone got some sort of information about maybe something adjacent to the card.
It was
and it wasn't me.
Lyle getting not necessarily the card itself, but the concept of leading cards leads to more violent businesses.
Oh,
we should get the Crossling in here. He might have some input for us.
Please do not call Jonas that.
That's what I always called the Cross kids when they were young. It's a
I-
term of
I
endearment.
don't think it'll turn over well.
Fair
maybe you should
enough.
ask him if you could call him that.
He won't say yes. I'll just keep it in my head until he's more comfortable with the name. But I won't force that on him. So far, the thing that's got me. So far, the thing that's got me in a bit of a loop has been body double. It leads to the question of whether or not Cross is actually dead.
I would fucking hope so.
Well,
Okay.
oh man, it was me and Gregor, wasn't it?
I like it when dead people are dead. It's kind of
It
my
was
whole
me.
thing.
It was me and Gregor who went to dig out the body, right? Or was it me and Alistar?
Three
Alistar
of
was
y'all
there as
went.
well.
It was you,
Yeah.
Alistar, and Gregor.
Okay. Like, you saw the body as well, Alistar. That was not Vincent Cross.
Correct.
I believe one of
What?
you also accessed the last memory of this body double.
Were you
Yeah,
there too,
um,
Mariana? A
No.
while?
Nope.
think it was Alistar.
It was
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
Alistar,
me.
Ben, and Gregor. So I think it was Alistar who
I'm
gave
saying,
it to him.
yeah, who accessed the memory.
Yeah, I think I attuned to him. Hold on, let me see if I wrote it down. I remember something about getting jumped in an alleyway.
Yep.
Yep. See, that's the thing. What's the point of a body
Oh, here we go.
double?
Orcish man not in a suit walking down the street, gun down in an alley. I did write it down.
What's the point of having a body double if the person whose body you're replacing is not actually? That's what confuses me. Like either
Not actually
Vincent
what?
Is
either
he dead?
Vincent Cross is alive or his very body is somehow of value, which that poses a rather weird question that I'm not going to ask. Like, nope, not gonna ask it. I am going to invoke Occam's razor here and lead to the simpler answer.
Who is Occam?
Lead to what? You're gonna what?
Vincent Cross is most likely alive. Oh, relative of my great great. There's a couple of greats grandmother, not the dwarven one. He was a rather simple man who had simple answers, and uh, thus
Mhm.
there was a family term, Occam's razor, where you know the simple answer is usually the right one when it comes to him.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
you answered the question, I suppose. Like,
He did it.
So while we're going through this, I'm adding stuff to our board.
mhm.
So
You gonna start drawing red lines?
eventually, we'll put as much as we can first, and then we'll start connecting after.
Let's see. Legs knew where his money was, and we found one of Legs' old notebooks at his house.
Perhaps Legs is in contact with Cross.
Mayhaps.
Let's see here.
I'm not going to say it is the answer. It is just, in my opinion, the likely answer.
Remember
Obviously, that
also,
doesn't.
Legs approached you once finding out somebody was looking for Cross. Or looking
Yeah,
into
wait a minute.
Cross.
Who is the guy who gave us the letters?
That was Legs.
Mhm.
The initial letters?
Oh, the
Go to
initial
Cross's
letters.
funeral?
We don't know.
Yeah, the
So it
weird
wasn't
giant
Legs.
dude.
Not identifiable as Legs.
Legs is pretty identifiable.
You know what? That is a good point. Who gave us our gathering letters? Uh,
'Cause
invitations.
like,
Is there anything going on with the city council?
You mean
Like-
besides the forging of the documents?
No, like any elections or anything?
Um,
Anything big and newsworthy?
the thing is, the city council doesn't typically do elections. The thing about an oligarchy
You don't
is that
say.
yeah, the thing about an oligarchy is that they typically try and keep it either in the family or in the social circle.
Yeah. But is there anything big happening with the council as of late?
Anyone who wants to find out can make me a check.
I will make you that check.
see,
I don't know what the fuck to roll though.
It'd probably be a
It would more
survey.
be word on the street than physical documents, if that will help.
Yeah.
That's something that definitely confuses me as well. It's just
Yeah, I'm gonna roll survey. Test out my new skill.
The day I got out of prison, I was wandering the streets in a fugue state, and
That's
this
a
man
5.
somehow knew
Yeah.
exactly where I was.
This person knew
Who
exactly
exactly
where
I
to find
was.
each of us.
Yes, like
So they have
perhaps you
another.
guys are.
That brings up another question. Who's been
I
keeping tabs on
don't
us?
hide.
Like
It's
I didn't
very
make a,
easy to keep track of me.
but
I
everyone
don't
else.
make a
Unless
Of
point.
you
I
maybe,
unless
but
I want to be not found.
I
I
have
don't
been
make a
trying to be as hidden as possible.
I don't make a point to hide, but I am quite as close as possible to being an unknown figure within this city.
Actually,
Well,
that is a good point because I literally went from uh, working on a project to being arrested, released, and then this guy just straight up found me within the time frame that I was out of prison. That is highly concerning. Who
Nice.
is keeping tabs on us?
Alile.
Mm-hmm.
Lyle's the keeping tabs on
Yes.
Lyle's
us.
keeping tabs on us?
I'm
Very
doing it. We
I'm gonna
already
put
knew I
a
was doing
Lyle
it.
keeping
So,
tabs on
with
us.
Alile goes on the corkboard, circled in a big red marker. No, Alile, with that 5, you don't get any news about the council itself, but you do get some news, more about the general goings on of the town. During this downtime action, I'm gonna say this is a flashback because fuck you. Um, you get a newspaper off the street. Big
Do I need
bold
to take into
headlines.
account the stress of a flashback?
No. Big bold headline on this one newspaper. Tracks investigation reopened.
Oh.
The experimental train operation that was originally bound towards a quarry had exploded and been utterly destroyed roughly 3 years ago. However, weeks after the raid, well, a week after the raid of Cross's holdings, the investigation has been reopened.
Interesting.
And we still have those books.
Okay.
You said what?
We still have those books. Those 2 found in the lockbox.
Oh yeah. I want to look at the books. God damn it.
All right, we got
I
2.
wanna
Which
look
one
at
you
the
doing? The
books.
one that says cross on it, or the black unlabeled?
The
Ben's
black
going for
unlabeled.
cross.
All right. We open this
Great.
slick black leather bound, kind of like smaller notebook. You see, this is a Swiller document. This is from the Rum Runners, as it is a list of contacts. Everyone who owns a approved or trustworthy speakeasy, as well as the people who are currently making alcohol in the city. And you look at these addresses, they have almost every single brewery, distillery. Like, it is a pin every other block practically.
Fucking hell.
Like, they know
Question.
everything that has alcohol in it in this city.
Would
God
we
damn it, they have my mouthwash.
Would we have anything on us that would have Vincent Cross's handwriting?
Unless
Uh,
you threw out the will, I believe you might have that.
Do we have that?
I also keep track of literally every piece of paper that goes through my hands.
No, 'cause
that
he
is
did-
a form of
Alile,
document.
we've established you can't read.
Doesn't mean I don't keep track of it.
No, because the letters sent to you were from Cross himself.
Oh, they were? Shit.
The ones
Yeah,
that
Ben
saying,
still
if you
has
are
it.
reading
Yeah,
this, I
they-
have died. That is his handwriting.
Yeah.
Ben still has it on him, but his is heavily crumpled up.
I would
I-
have probably
Little
tossed
stressful.
mine. So
I put mine into where I put all of my papers because I am blind.
My God, she files taxes.
Oh, fuck off. I don't file taxes.
I don't
Damn,
care
tax
who the
reason?
IRS sends.
I technically don't even live in this building.
So,
Oh yeah.
Right,
Technically,
right.
you're a nut. I just said the word. Now I'm blanking on it.
a renter.
You're living there rent free
A
now.
squatter?
Yeah. Yes, you're a squatter too. That's right.
Uh,
I pay my dues.
So,
Just got a different agreement than the rest of y'all.
we have the black book, and the other is like a more dark brown embossed cross on the front. Who is opening it?
I'll cross it.
Not me.
All right. So Ben, you open it.
Did it explode?
There's going to be a lot of information I'm going to give a lot of you right now. So
Mhm.
Hold on.
this
Let me open up
this
my
is
Google
out
Doc.
of game. Get ready for notes.
Hold on. Let me open up my Google
Fuck.
Doc. Give me 3 seconds. Oh my god.
I
why am not
refuse.
signed in?
Okay.
So
Whenever you're ready.
the first thing you see is pictures, as very, not necessarily overexposed, but these are camera pictures. You know them when you see them. Well, Ben may not, but the rest of you would. As these are black and white, large, full-scale pictures, like from an actual camera, burnt into paper.
Oh
There
wow,
are
a thing that I cannot see.
there
Thank you, Zins.
Painting. These
there
paintings are of high fidelity.
there are a total of 19 of these pages. There
Well,
are
I don't think it's a
series.
painting, Ben.
There's a series of pictures around and in the tracks, as there are essentially post-explosion site pictures being taken. There are of the actual buildings around the tracks. As you see, none of you have been in this region. Like the paint and the brick has physically been pushed outwards and in away from the actual tracks itself, as whatever has exploded, whatever the force was large enough to shatter windows and almost cave in multiple buildings.
That's a pretty strong force.
Additionally, you see pictures more close up this time of metal fragments around the scene. Many of them are kind of arranged, trying to reconstruct something. After the pictures of the scene, there is a list of engineers and mechanics in Lionsbrook. Eunice, you see your name on it, and you see Delilah's name on it.
Oh, fuck.
So it is every single person with engineering prowess in the city. They are crossed off as if they are being checked off a list. And the only name left unchecked is Abon Nasiko.
Can you spell that?
Abon space for the last name Nausico. Flipped on the next page, you see that this mechanic is on a counselor's payroll, as they are the official mechanic of the Ronos house. So RHONIS or IS. So they are officially paid by a city councilor. As well, going through the details of this, you see there is another picture of what you can assume to be this mechanic, darker old man, kind of it's a salt and pepper stubble kind of going across his face, taller, fairly muscular, in the residence of the Ronus, uh, the Ronus family. Additionally, there is a receipt signed by Nasuko. Going next to the few pages, we have a map. It looks like a drawn out map of a way wider scale than any of you are used to. As Lionsbrook is but a small circle on it, as it outlines the coast near the area, a big question mark in the mainland that is outside Lionsbrook, and a dotted line following where it leads, like where the proposed journey of Cross and Captain Ranos would have been.
Um,
Does this area
piece of
like a
paper?
larger map? Does a larger map look familiar to Ben? Like he would have seen like
You recognize the coastline, yeah.
Cool.
This is the southernmost part of Aqquar.
Ooh. I remember going there last campaign.
Mm-hmm.
could be there.
First campaign,
I'm
too.
pretty sure that exploded.
I don't think we went there first campaign.
No, you're right.
Not there.
We didn't go there. We have mentioned it. though.
I'm getting hungry. My mom is making a cake and I can smell it all the way in my room. And my door's closed.
So
That is a form of torture right there.
yeah. We have one last thing in this book. What we see, we have the tracks, what happened, or what the scene was, a mechanic tied to a counselor, the general path of the voyage of Cross, and this last piece of info we see as a official letter that is taped into this journal. The official cutting of funds to the Aisling Exploration Commission, effective 2 years ago by the counselors.
Oh.
And
Interesting.
none of this was ever documented, as you saw in the libraries.
Well, this last piece of info definitely seems a bit pertinent. I'm sure all the rest of this is important too, but I'm
Where the
not
fuck
super-
did he get the money then?
I'm not super familiar with what these paintings are depicting. Some sort of past tragedy of sorts.
Oh, that's probably the trucks then.
Yeah, it looks
What
like
happened
a
at the
massive
tracks?
explosion.
Well, that'd be the trucks then.
I just start pointing out like different aspects in the picture. You
That
see how
or the old
this got
warden
pushed.
facility, but I don't think that's it.
Mhm.
Saying that 2 years ago that the Aisling that Aisling was cut of its funds by the counselors. That would it, since it's all in the same book, would you think it's related to the travesty that happened at the tracks?
I don't know.
Maybe he was doing an investigation on what happened at the tracks, and he had to disappear because he found out something he wasn't supposed to.
Stuck his head where he shouldn't have. Strange
Maybe.
that it took 2 years after that then, right?
Okay? People with power are able to hide their evidence a lot better than people without money.
So,
And bureaucracy is slow as hell.
to clarify, the tragedy at the tracks and the cutting of
Mhm.
funding happened roughly 6 months within each other.
Mm. Well, I think we got our next destination planned out for us.
The tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I've not heard much about
Hmm.
the tracks, unfortunately. I know it's a
Some big experiment that the fucking council was putting together a while back. And
I've not
didn't turn out.
explored that.
And I just look at the pictures, wondering what could have went wrong. This is like many of
Do
things
you?
can be combined to make a bomb, but the question is, was it intentional or accidental?
Are you gonna make
So
a
you
check
don't.
about that, or is that just you thinking?
That's
So you
just me
don't.
thinking.
So you
Um,
don't
You're not.
know.
can I
It's
You
not
are the
public.
study?
chemist, not the engineer.
It's not
True,
public
but
information
I
of.
can notice chemical burns on the buildings and shit like that.
That's
So
fair, but
It,
maybe you can
it's
work
not.
in conjunction with units to figure that out.
Is it not public information about what caused
No,
the
no one
explosion?
really knows.
No.
yeah, even if
Hmm.
it was, that information could probably be altered.
Mhm.
So
Grim
can
possibility.
I
Okay, Cold, then
go ahead? Go ahead.
Ben.
Oh, sure. I was gonna say, can I just study the pictures and see if I can identify what type of explosive may have gone off in the train at the tracks, better said.
Okay, this is gonna be risky and limited.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that study.
Since a lot of chemistry is also based on smell and color, a black and white photo isn't super great with this.
Absolutely.
You need smell-o-vision.
Nice. It's a double 5.
All right. You're looking at this explosion. You don't typically deal with explosions. You're more effects on the mind of chemicals, of course.
The internal.
Effects on the mind and
explosion
body.
variety.
You're going through your brain of everything that goes boom. And something you also realize is that nothing that makes a boom this much would ever be by a train. Like you know the concept of the train. It's not a widely kept secret. It's not exactly like hidden. Like they hyped up this project for so long because it was going to change how Linebrook works. Um, you know how a train is supposed to work. No matter what they did, an accident would not have been this catastrophic.
Okay, unrelated to what I was wanting to say, shot in the fucking dark. Would Ben recognize any creature capable of doing this?
If you want to roll, you can. It's going to have next to no effect.
I figured as much, but I'll still roll.
Yay. So we're gonna go with minimal effect.
Yes.
Study minimal.
Mhm.
Risky minimal
Yep.
then? Limited. Or 0?
There's some chance you could get what you want here, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if you
That
squint your
is-
eyes and turn your head sideways.
What?
You got a
That's
1.
Okay.
A dog.
See, the thing is with Ben is he has not seen himself even back in his prime, like back in his day. He could not. He didn't experience many mystical creatures.
Yeah, not much of a monster hunter, that Ben. He was more of a people's person.
You know, like from stories, you're like, I don't know, man, dragon.
Perhaps a black dragon.
I
What?
no.
No.
Ben, that
Wait,
wouldn't be it.
do we know about dragons? Like I'm relatively young. Would I have heard about dragons?
Let me give a luck check on my part real quick. There's gonna be 2 die.
Are they more legends or like biology at this point?
Okay, so they are treated like fairy tales. So you would know
Oh,
of a
okay.
dragon. You would not know the exact biology behind them.
Okay.
No one has seen a dragon in many, many decades. You would
They're all a
understand the
couple-
concept of the dragon, but not really understand.
They're all a couple million years for becoming fossil fuels at this point.
Oh, I just remembered.
And it would not be a dragon. Those haven't been seen near Lionsbrook in, I want to say, over 100 years.
Yeah, I also realized that even if it was a dragon, that would have been a bit too. Like, a dragon's something that everybody would have been talking about.
Yeah,
Oh. Sorry, I'm of no help here.
it's alright.
Okay, so.
I am of less hope than you, and my skills would be better put to when we get investigating
Okay.
the physical location.
Right. So what these paintings are showing me, as well as this document here, kind of adds a little bit of a grim factor to my theory as of earlier. Perhaps if some people didn't want Vincent Cross speaking out, they disappeared him, as you said, but instead of killing him, they may have specifically kept him alive for the means of enacting torturous revenge upon him. It's
Or
rather
he got the heads up that they were after him, so he planted a body double to try and get out of it too. He could be in
That
hiding,
that is
maybe.
also that's also possible, but also mayhaps more likely. But it's still a possibility that if a body double was planted, it was planted for the specific reasons of we want Vincent Cross alive so we can hurt him.
I mean, he's gonna be serving some sort of purpose. I don't think feels off to think that he's just being tortured somewhere.
And tortured for, at this point, more than a month.
God, I hope I'm not right about that, because that would be a terrible life to live. And I've lived a terrible life. I would not envy his position.
I'm sure you have.
Just
Great,
Eunice like,
Grandpa.
yeah, I bet
Let's
your
get
life
you
was
to
shit,
bed.
huh? Eunice is like, yeah, you look like somebody who had a shit life.
Look, it's giving what chinchilla. What chinchilla?
I hate that analogy, and I hate how it makes sense.
Look
Should we
of
grab
track explosion.
Should we grab the nephew then, Jonas? Like, I'm not sure how much of this he would have insight on, but perhaps something might spark familiar to him.
I'm not sure what. He didn't seem like he talks to Vincent at all.
Bless you.
Thank you. I don't know. I'm not really in the mood to going and breaking
Long one.
into facilities that might hold the answers right now. I'd rather
Trust me,
Try and get-
I'm not in the mood either. So
get. If we're going to be finding answers right now, I'd rather do it through the straight and narrow.
And with that, I am already out of the room.
All right. So. Sorry. No.
what are you doing?
I just got my food, and it's a bento box, but it came in like 4 different boxes, so I have to like make space for
I just
some
saw
reason.
I saw you bring like a whole stack of something.
I didn't
and I was like,
try
what?
to.
I thought it was a tablet at first because I was not paying
No, it was
attention. I
just
just
a
saw
lot
you
of
like
food.
phasing in and out in the
No,
background.
I legit thought it was a T-set. I was like, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm hungry.
Found what I was looking for.
So, we are going to move towards the tracks. How are we getting there? We are currently at the.
I am
bridge tower.
running
You are just running?
by myself.
Just on foot.
Is there a way to get there on
Yeah.
foot?
I mean, I'm
Also-
probably gonna take a tram or something.
Hypothetically,
Also-
yeah, tram would be smarter.
Yeah, I'm
I
taking a
just,
try.
but once I get near there, I'm just gonna leg it.
Wait, question. At this point, are cars a thing?
Cars would
Rich
not
people.
be, no.
Okay, but trams are.
That's what I was gonna say. Since you should make cars a thing, the fossil fuel is literally just dragon bones.
Or just ghosts.
So trams are a
Yeah,
thing.
but
then
state your dominance. Use the
Burn
dragons.
dragon.
like the dragons burned us before.
No, there's trolley cars.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
we got cable cars.
What in the hells is that thing?
No, it's a trolley.
Yeah, he doesn't know what a trolley is. Okay. It's a vehicle that gets us from point A to point B over long
I thought y'all
distances.
said y'all were staying behind, so I just left.
Well,
Alistar literally doesn't let anyone go off alone.
That's fair.
Aw.
Aw.
Not for sentimental
so-
reasons, though. Purely
No,
practical.
just because all of you guys are apparently some type of suicidal. Okay, let's go.
All of us? All of us?
so it's a
Oh,
No,
okay,
no, I'm
okay.
just
I
very
see how you feel.
overconfident.
I
There's a
see how you
difference.
feel, yeah.
Gregor
horse
was a
class.
tank in a previous life. What do you expect?
Keyword
Where-
was.
He is a tank
Not
now.
is no longer one.
In all
No,
fairness,
he very much still is.
he fucking bodied those two guys with one arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
With one arm.
where are the horses? Who's pulling this thing?
There aren't horses, Ben.
Oh yeah.
It's got
How much
wheels.
magic is in the world? Are we like actual like engine, steam engine type stuff right now?
It's a cable car.
Yeah,
It
so-
uses the electricity from the cables above it.
That's actually not how cable
I know.
cars work.
Really?
Cable cars.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm thinking of something else.
Cable cars. The cable is moving, not the actual car.
Yeah.
As the
it's the
cable is
cable.
being always spun and winched essentially.
Mhm.
You think it's by an engine. You haven't actually seen one of these like stations at the end of the cable though.
Are you telling me someone created a means of moving the world instead of the cart itself? Just have the cart move the world instead of the cart moving on the world.
I'm sorry, what?
No.
That is,
The
that is so
the
dumb.
vehicles on the cart move, causing it to move on the surface of the planet.
Well, yeah, that's
What's a
generally how
planet?
it goes, but there's usually horses. Where are the horses?
Horses
There
aren't
are-
needed anymore.
The horses are miniature and they're inside of the trolley, just helping rotate the wheels.
The horses are there,
Oh.
just get on.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's
please
The
go.
go.
horses are there, they're
Please.
just invisible.
So
Please.
you guys.
Every
read
trolley is
small-
powered by a horse ghost. That's how we got horsepower.
Yeah, yeah, that's
go-
why it's called horsepower, because the horses are in there. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
That
my
is such
my
an interesting
headcanon
term.
is that anytime Ben is like, what is this? Eunice has a stroke trying to hold themselves back from explaining it.
Like,
All right,
oh
let's get
my
moving.
god.
So do we
Sure.
want to take the faster one or the slower one? Because the faster one gets here in like 2 minutes.
Why would we not take the faster one?
Because the slower one's already here.
Look, man, I didn't put an in-world tram schedule. This is all a lie.
Just
Just get on the
What-
tram,
just
Alana.
get
Let's
on.
go.
thank you. Thank you, Alistair.
Miniature horses. Ben sticks his ear to the ground of the trolley.
You hear the rattling of trolley, I would assume.
That's the clicking of the horse's hooves on the machine, on the metal.
I get on the trolley.
Yeah,
And
simple as.
I just look at Eunice, just
Yeah. I'm gonna just sit here and be quiet and not say a damn thing.
Let him have this.
Fascinating. The people of nowadays seem to have such backwards way of advancing technology.
So 10 minutes
What?
later,
What the fuck do you mean by that, lad?
10 minutes later, we arrive at our destination. We hop off the trolley.
Oh, she's gonna kill me over this, ain't she?
We have to cross the bridge from the heart into the killing floor first.
Well, have fun. Can we get the map switched over back to
Yes, sorry.
the map?
Yeah, we don't need our corkboard anymore.
No, we don't.
as
Did
of
you
right
actually
now.
do anything on that corkboard? I'm not on that screen.
We wrote
Someone
stuff
did.
on it.
1, 2, 3,
I
4,
made my
5,
own
6,
board,
7,
so
8.
I have
I
no
put
idea what's
8
on there.
things on this whiteboard.
Cool. So map.
And I made.
And someone had originally also put Elal and then just circled it in a large red circle.
Nice.
But that is gone now.
So,
Deleted it because it was taking up space.
the heart to
Cool, our
the
little
killing
marker.
floor. There is a bridge. I should add that into the actual map itself.
Uh-oh, I'm the frozen one.
Oh, it's not in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're up. We're somewhere else.
I was looking at the wrong side of the map. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have to go. We have to move a little marker up north.
Yes. Sorry.
Let's all ping it. Mm,
All right. So
Alright.
yes.
So- Are we gonna try to stay quiet, or are we gonna just move quickly and try not to be noticed?
Okay, I think I just missed the last Oh,
Oh, Ventus having issues. I think.
Oh no, Ben is having a stroke.
Ah.
He's
okay?
too
It's looking
old.
like a technical difficulty day.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Wow.
It's mainly
First, my Wi-Fi straight up fucking dies.
Luna's Wi-Fi died
Yeah,
today.
yeah. My
too.
Wi-Fi just cut out.
Yeah.
I'm at an institution. Like the Wi-Fi should like run and it just cut out.
Now, what do
randomly.
you mean by that?
What do you mean
Like
by
a-
institution?
Institution, as in like a facility, like a building, like a
Well, everything's a
educational
fucking
building.
building
Oh,
that has
okay, there you go.
Wi-Fi.
Educational building. There you go. Okay.
Are we at like a
There are
mental
No,
institute or
I'm-
like?
No, I'm locked up actually. I've been incarcerated for being too silly.
Oh no, he got the goofy.
am I back?
Well,
It's that
Minty,
Yeah,
community.
you're
I- now?
meant
It's that community bit where it's like this is all a psych ward.
Every member of the community.
I
What
mean,
the hell did I miss?
Us
Nothing.
making fun
Um,
of tech issues.
Yeah.
So
Did I manage to freeze?
Yeah, we're
frame to
just
have a
not- we're
really
not-
stupid look.
no.
we're
No,
not
you just
saying.
cut out.
You were just like holding your hand up, and I was like, "Are you raising your hand? Like,
Do you have a
want to say
question?
something?" No, but
Good soup.
we're not choosing the right words today, I guess.
No. That's you know what?
Where's the
That's
hard?
okay.
Okay, I cut out at 10 minutes past.
Oh, there he
You
goes
cut
again.
up 5 minutes.
Wait, what? Am I not being heard
you-
again? Hello?
Like
No,
10
you
minutes
are,
past,
you
10
are.
minutes past the hour, like you missed 5 minutes.
No, I cut out when you said 10 minutes past on the trolley.
Oh.
Oh
Okay,
my
that was fine. That
God.
was just me that was just me being like, "Oh shit, the map's broken." So, you guys
Shit, I
passed-
forgot this crucial piece of
Yeah,
information.
don't worry about it. It's a map.
Don't worry about it.
So
It's a map. They aren't meant to be accurate.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, how do we get from the killing floor to the tracks?
Walk.
There's a bridge.
There's supposed to
can
be a
walk
bridge.
there.
It's just
There's a
not on the
bridge
map.
between the heart to the killing floor, and then from there we just walk.
Zins, you forgot to put in a bridge.
I know that was what you could have said. Ah.
That is what you missed after the
Zit's
10
losing
minute
his
mark.
mind.
Uh,
Zit's losing their mind right now.
I need more soup.
wow, thanks, Minty. That was really useful. Thank you for the observation.
That
Soup
I can
time.
help.
Soup.
Zupa.
What kind of soup?
Miso.
Nice.
Ooh.
I hate when we have miso soup though. Okay, this is off topic. You know when you have miso soup and then you like accidentally, if you like you're just drinking straight from the cup and you just swallow just a whole thing of tofu without chewing.
Yeah.
Is that just me?
I
That might
don't.
be just
I've
me.
never. I don't
I
have.
feel
miso
like that's
soup.
a universal experience, and I don't know if it is.
It might be. It might be. I
Listen,
just
I've
don't.
never
I don't
had miso soup
miso
as of
soup.
yet.
Never had miso soup. Okay, I have miso soup.
I think I
once a
have, but it
month.
didn't have tofu in it, so.
There's
I've-
an all you can eat sushi place right by me that has
I've had
miso
ramen
soup
and
as
sushi.
part of
That's it so far.
I don't know how small your tofu pieces are, but
Please don't tell
they don't
me.
normally make it past my teeth if I'm just drinking the broth.
Mm.
Please don't tell me you've only had ramen and sushi once.
Good soup.
Oh my god, am I cutting out again?
No, you're not.
No.
No.
Rihanna?
Oh,
No,
I was
heard
waiting
you.
for an
Just
answer
fucking
as
quiet.
well. I
Mhm.
was waiting for an answer as well. too.
Oh, they're gonna judge you. They're gonna judge.
Mariana?
You said don't tell you, so I'm not.
Oh no!
I plan to eat more things more often.
That's a shit.
Okay.
Discord.
I have sushi
Yeah, I
at
don't
least once
think-
a month.
No, the thing is, I know what
I
state he's
quite
in.
literally
It's-
couldn't go out to eat for like a month. Or
I-
no,
I
like
know-
4 months.
His state isn't exactly the best on diverse food either, so
We have a lot of Tex-Mex here.
that's not diverse exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, you
Yeah,
live in
it's basically
Texas.
only that.
Uh-oh.
Tex-Mex, one of them is your state. There's only
Yeah.
the Mex.
One of the one of the terms is your state.
I don't know. The Mexican part is
Also-
really good.
Technically, both of those, because we do also have New Mexico.
Also, I'm
Mm.
pretty sure yours was the state that invented surf and turf.
Maybe?
The landlocked state?
Texas?
It's not really
Texas is
landlocked.
not landlocked.
Okay,
It's not
barely
landlocked.
landlocked.
Texas is Texas.
We
is
have
on
a
the coast.
whole
It has
at the
a
bottom.
Oh, a little
It
bit
has a
of coast.
It's not a little
It's the
bit.
largest state.
That is like a
Wait,
quarter
no.
of our
Big
borders.
10% of the U.S.
I
is
think
connected to the
Alaska's
ocean.
bigger than Texas.
It
It
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
but
there's,
like,
like,
it's
fucking
the
no
sec-
one
okay,
in
the
it.
second biggest state.
Yeah.
But like, still, it's a big state.
Yeah,
Alaska is basically all just empty space.
Yeah,
Look.
biggest state, 48th in population.
I only had to memorize 10 provinces, not 50 states. So,
We don't have to
I
memorize
literally
50 states.
cannot
We
tell
have to
you the
memorize-
names of
We had to
all of them.
memorize 50 states one time.
oh.
One time when I was like
No,
5.
hey, we don't even have to memorize that. We just have to memorize enough to pass the test.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Listen, I keep
think
forgetting
Arkansas
Massachusetts.
was
Like,
a thing.
Now, I know the abbreviations, but that's because I worked for people who needed to know the abbreviations to all the states.
you know the
so-
abbreviations? I don't even know the abbreviation of my own state.
I worked in like an office, and they had to
It's
like know
really
the
not that
abbreviations for the
hard.
states.
It's
It's literally
not.
just like the first 2 letters.
That's
Sometimes
actually
it's
not
not.
true.
Well, at least the
Yeah,
first
it's-
letter.
Like
NY,
MT, MI, MS, MO.
EX.
Like all those are different states that start with M.
You know how
Wait,
many
which one's
M
MO?
states there are?
Missouri.
Montana?
Missouri.
No, is Missouri?
Missouri.
Montana is MT.
Oh, wait.
No, I
Why
think
is
Montana is MN.
Montana the state that's only known for being called Montana, the M and state.
Oklahoma is just C. That's
What?
what you think of
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's
corn.
okay.
Oklahoma's okay.
I don't
No,
think
I
it's
think- I think-
okay.
I think it's okay.
I think it is okay.
it's okay. It is. It is okay.
I'd be so upset.
I
if it
don't
was
think
OL.
anyone there is okay.
It's not. There's no OL
Yeah.
state.
Don't worry. There are plenty of states that
Office
other
lady.
states are just like, I have never heard of anyone from this state. Is anyone there okay?
Yeah, Wyoming. It's always
Iowa.
Wyoming.
Or kind of like OR, as in
Texas.
Orlando, Florida, the state.
Or no.
Listen, I am the
Florida, nice try.
Listen,
Florida is
Listen,
epic.
I am
You
the
mean-
only
you
proof
mean-
you
you
have
mean
of Nebraska.
Oregon? You mean
actually
Oregon?
existing.
Or Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon is OR.
I love being Canadian. Anyways,
I think the funniest one that I've ever heard of that is Delaware, the state that's only
Toronto.
famous because it was first.
And
True.
yet, I forgot it last time I did the 50 states test.
Yeah.
Do you just do the 50 state test regularly?
Yeah, I
well,
have
you know,
a
it's like
coworker.
that one thing where it's like you go online, it's the quiz of all the countries in the world, and
It's
you
like
get
the
to list 'em.
Pokemon Smash or Pass thing.
No,
Some people
what?
do it annually.
So me and one of my coworkers got bored at work one time, and she was like, "You know what? Let's like go through things that we know have like a list of things. Like we once did the military alphabet, we once did U.S. presidents, we regularly do
Foxtrot.
U.S. states.
What the fuck is the military alphabet?
We got Foxtrot, Tango.
It's so annoying.
that's-
Okay, so what is
Alpha,
it?
Bravo,
Alpha,
Charlie,
Bravo,
Delta.
Charlie. Is it Delta?
Yeah, it's Delta.
It's Delta.
I
Delta.
think it's
Echo,
It's Echo, not
Foxtrot.
Epsilon. Yep.
Yeah, it's Echo,
Echo,
Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
What was
Yeah.
G?
Gregors.
What does it mean?
Oh, it's
They're just
no,
letters.
So, yeah, so instead of saying A, B, C, D, all the regular
It's
letters.
to be more clear
Right.
when you're
Because-
spelling things out.
Yes, because you can mess up like MN and stuff like that with connection issues. You say a
G is
whole
bold.
specific word.
Oh, afraid. Like, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
M
So
is
if,
for
like, I
November.
were to
Bravo,
spell my
Charlie,
name,
Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-ray.
I'm
Yankee,
sorry. Fucking Mike?
We're all ignoring Quebec.
Yeah, just the whole Quebec.
The worst state in Canada.
that's a Q.
Stain.
Hey,
I'm
it's a
gonna
Q.
argue
I think
against
it's a
that
Q.
actually. Fucking Alberta sucks. It's the Iowa of Canada.
Well, see, the thing is, nobody's ever heard of Alberta.
Being Iowa is better than being France.
Everybody in America knows how much Quebec sucks.
At least Quebec shakes it up. Quebec is interesting.
Shakes it
You
up.
have to learn French because of
That's like
Quebec.
saying. That's like saying.
it's-
Yeah.
no,
at least.
okay. We're just gonna
At least
At
sidetrack.
least the
Florida shakes it
cancerous
up.
tumor isn't that bad.
At least
Okay.
California and Florida shake it up. Like nobody says that.
Yeah.
What would you propose instead of Quebec? Like,
Quebec
Quentin
proposes stuff
Tarantino.
other
Like
than
as a
Quebec.
name.
Other words that start with Q.
Queen.
I feel like Queen, like it's one syllable.
No, because you
Quadrant.
could say lean.
Why
So
would
that
you
cuts
say
off-
lean?
Quad.
And that brings up another good point. Why would you say queen?
It could be mistaken for kilo, kilo Yankee, Queen Yankee, kilo, like same sound. So, like if it's not totally
Let's
clear,
see.
like
Kwanzaa then, I don't know.
Kwanzaa. There we go.
Doesn't that start with a
Kwanzaa,
K?
no.
Does it?
What?
Yeah.
Oh no,
What?
you're right.
I
It's
don't
KW.
fucking know.
Yeah, Kwanzaa starts with a K, so it can't be that. We could replace kilo with Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Anywho, we're in the
But
killing
then-
floor.
Yeah.
Anyways, actually, I'm gonna go get some water.
Yeah, we're gonna go on break real quick so we could continue this podcast conversation.
As if we haven't already been on break.
Look, I can do that. I'm in charge.
When are we gonna be in charge?
Look, if you want to DM campaign 4, hit me up. Like,
the rest of this session. So we
okay.
arrive at the killing floor. Zins, I need you to hand me your notes.
No, fuck you.
Oh, so fun fact, since in the game that I'm running, right? They may or may not have let out an eldritch being into the world. Just let them possess a body and just take off.
Oh, fun.
try
There is.
that out.
You know, considering the whole
Yep.
Wizards of the Coast.
Anyways, let's get back to the game.
Yes, game.
Ew.
So we are
Game
in
time.
the tracks. What we see in this area, even before whatever happened here, we can immediately tell it was slums. Short apartment buildings, 2 stories max, all of them very roughly put together, kind of surround a larger factory building, with a large strip of land set aside for the actual train track itself.
I dare say that this place might be too poor for my boots.
As we walk up to the area, all red brick, a lot of the windows blown in. Still the outer edge of the area still survives.
Blown
and still
in or
has-
blown out?
And still has some squatters
out.
and the likes. As we walk towards the tracks, we see a small blue coat presence, as there is a blue coat cart, as you see. Blue coats use goats to pull carts. Like, they have a large armored metal, essentially wagon
Goat?
with 2 goats at front, with their own little blue coat, kind of like a cape kind of deal.
Fucking hell.
They're
They're a bunch of LARPers, ain't they?
The face Luna made is like, what if these guys are the good guys? Just immediately that.
They are.
I
They
just started
are.
imagining.
No,
the
because I'm like,
goats from,
damn,
They are.
damn.
They're fucking
like-
cops.
I'm like, damn, they have little outfits, but also they're the cops. I'm in distress, actually.
I just
Cops
started
are
thinking
never
about
good
the
guys.
goats from Love and Thunder.
This is the ultimate moral dilemma, actually.
Oh, God. It's
Ben
not.
is rubbing the wrist that has his hand.
Fuck
cuffed on it.
cops.
So,
You don't have to wear that all the time, Ben.
I don't have the key to it.
That's not an issue.
sorry, what's on your wrist?
It's really not.
Oh, your
handcuff?
handcuff. Yeah.
His cuff.
I always forget you just have that.
He's cuffed his jeans.
And remind me,
It's
it's cut halfway in the chain. You don't have the other cuff connected, right?
No, both. It's connected by both cuffs on one wrist.
Okay.
I was gonna bangle.
Yeah, you
you know what,
you
at
put
this
this
point-
gem inlays. That's gonna look dope.
That
At
look
this point,
real
it's become
snazzy
some-
at the ball.
At
You
this
want him
point,
to
it's become
bedazzle his
somewhat-
handcuffs?
Yes.
It's become somewhat of a fashion statement. Like obviously, I'm
Okay.
not super trustworthy with the obvious handcuffs, but I shouldn't be saying that aloud with the blue coats around. We should go to an
So,
alley or something.
Honestly, it's more trustworthy than most of the folks I've met.
this blue coat presence. We have the wagon parked basically into the main entrance of the area. The main entrance is kind of weird. It's not really like an actual break in buildings. It's a small arch in a long townhouse. So it's parked outside with all the blue coats actually on the inside of it. Judging by the wagon, you can guess at max 4 of them.
Wait,
Alright, so we're gonna try and stay quiet.
by wagon, do you mean paddy wagon?
Get the paddy wagon.
I do not know that word exactly.
Look it up for them.
Okay,
Here,
I
I'm
will.
posting it in. I'm gonna post it in general. It's not letting me post it in general.
That's a car, though.
It really
that's
is
why
just
I'm
a
Just
car.
remove the car part.
Is it literally just a wagon? Like,
Yeah, he said like a cart being pulled by goats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
oh,
A
Shit,
Their-
literal
I didn't-
wagon.
Their
did not hear
arresting vehicle is literally a paddy wagon.
I. Wow.
We
It's
just get
not-
handcuffed and thrown in the wagon.
Yeah, it's like
What a.
it's just
Oh
an
wait,
armored
like
wagon.
the
Yeah.
Skyrim wagons,
Hmm.
like the Skyrim wagons when you wake up at the
Stop.
beginning
No.
of the
Stop.
game,
Stop it
No.
now.
you're just surrounded by a
No.
bunch
No,
of.
no, 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 no.
No.
Do we see Ulfric Stormcloak in the wagon?
No.
Do we hear the
That's what
dragon
that's what-
roaring in the sky?
That's what happens when you get arrested.
I'm
Dragons
getting
will
real close to
personally kill us.
Roxfall.
Not even rocks fall, raccoons fall.
Hey, technically the dragon can still be there because when he was roaring, there were meteors falling out of the sky.
Anyways, so you have a point of entrance and you know where you're
Moving
going.
on. Alright, let's look for a different entrance.
Let's see what we got.
All right.
Is it illegal to be around here?
No,
I
I just don't
don't
want to
think
fuck
so.
with the cops.
It was less illegal and more for your own safety. It's probably not a good idea to go in. It was treated more as a cordoned section purely because, and Lyle, you would know this more than anyone.
Mhm.
They still do not know to what extent the dead were. So they do not know the extent of how to treat the bodies if they could not find bodies. So they essentially have this area as a ghost warning area.
Ghost? Wait, is there signs of ghost warning or something?
There's just like
Yeah.
a little metal sign kind of screwed to one of the
Like,
walls being like
Attached to a
unidentified.
chain or whatever.
Yeah, it's basically unidentifiable
zone.
bodies, possible ghosts, go and enter at own risk kind of deal.
Wait, guys, what does it mean by possible ghosts? What?
It means that there might be ghosts around here.
Some people,
But
there's a lot of people that died here. Their souls probably didn't
how?
pass
Yeah.
on.
Ghosts are
The bodies
magic.
probably didn't get treated right. No, they're
Ghosts are
not.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Not really, because we all have a ghost inside of us. That would help us move our bodies around.
It's a bit different than that, but that's the basic gist.
Now you're gonna make me look at my document to make sure that's wrong.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Ben is.
I
actively-
understand your pain now.
Can I just go ahead and add a couple stress points to Ben without a roll?
If you want to
without,
voluntarily do that, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
Take stress for discovering that ghosts are real.
No, he's
The
not
ghosts
stressed about
aren't
the fact that-
magical.
He's not stressed about the fact that ghosts are real. He's stressed about the fact that ghosts are still real.
So,
Yeah, and y'all are telling
A
him
lot
about
of them are
magic.
good people. You don't really need to worry about that.
That's not what I'm worried about.
So,
What?
I will say,
What's there to worry about?
for any of you who have been in the city in the past 2.5 years, so I believe that's everyone but Ben, if I'm not incorrect. You would know that roughly 120 people died, and around 200 injured, possibly more.
Mhm. And how many bodies were found?
That was not released to the public.
Oh, non-disclosed. That is important information to have, since
Which means that that 120 is probably an estimate.
probably. All right,
looking at
I'm
the
gonna
damage,
keep my
it's
senses
probably
open
very
for
much a
low
ghosts
ball.
right now, since
Keep the
There's
the
a lot of
peace and
people
all that.
talking. Let's go cold. What were you saying, sorry?
Nothing. Just that if they lied about it, then it's probably even then it's probably a real low ball of a number.
That thing you were saying about my snail, am I surrounded by the ghosts of dead animals?
Potentially.
There's like one or two.
What? Don't tell me.
I know.
Stop.
So-
Okay, out of character, I do know that Ben had a prototype version of himself where he just always had a pet snail on him.
Ben still
He's
has
still-
Bargamift.
Really?
He just, yeah, he hasn't come out much. I haven't had much need of Bargamift.
Cool.
So Ben, think about it this way: when you shed your mortal coil, there will be a ghost there. What happens
Shut the fuck
afterward
up.
is entirely up to your life.
No, that's not how that works.
Can
We're just
Oh,
gonna
he's
move
gone
on
again.
from this.
We lost Luna again.
Oh no, they're dead.
Love to see it. Hate to see it, really.
He has
Ben-
fallen.
Ben reaches into his collar, pulls out a snail, just starts petting it.
Sorry, what was that, Luna? We lost you.
yeah, my fucking Wi-Fi cut out again. I just think, can we please move on?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just
Am I
find our
living?
way
Fuck
in
you.
right now.
So, are we
Can I-
finding a
can I
different
add-
entrance? Or are we going to see what the blue coats are up to?
I
Add
think we
snail
find a
to my
different
inventory.
entrance
I know,
and
let's see-
then figure out what the blue coats are up to.
Hmm. Are any of us
I-
good at surveying?
Yes.
I have
Slightly. I'm
I
not-
have one.
I'm not bad at it.
Prowl will
I-
also be
I-
accepted.
I
will
am
be
both
the-
good
I'm
at
the worst
survey
at it.
and sneaking around.
You probably don't need to sneak. You could probably just walk around and look. It'll probably be
Yeah.
less
Yeah, I don't want to sneak.
suspicious if we're just walking around as a group, just like
Sometimes
just like-
sneaking around is just walking around in public.
So, are we going towards the blue coats? Or not maybe towards them,
No.
but towards their area? Or yes or no, second entrance?
Second entrance.
Yeah,
We will
second
look for
For
entrance.
the
another
second
entrance.
Cool. So you guys walk maybe like 100, 150 feet down. There is a very similar entrance, yeah.
Are there blue
Cool.
coats there as well?
No, there are not.
Let's go ahead and enter.
So yeah, going through the arch, you are about 3/4 down what they had of the track. You see the blue coats are currently at the factory and start of the line.
Mhm.
You immediately you walk into this area. Alile, you don't have to attune. You feel a very bad headache. Something everyone else can also see. A good every couple meters, close to the track, there is a scorch mark.
Oh, lovely.
Every couple of meters, like next to the track.
Like near the track and the surrounding area. It's not like an exact measure, it's just it seems like there's
Like
a lot
periodically-
of scorch marks.
Okay.
Not regular intervals though.
Is it in a circular shape?
yeah, I was like,
More like
line?
a
Is it-
kind of like it's a center point that Jen moves and narrows back. Kind of like a smear is a good way of thinking of it.
Oh,
Can I identify this somehow? I'm not sure what. Would it be study, perhaps?
Could be.
So
Roll
that's
study.
what happened to them. All right.
Oh, oh
They
my
got nuked.
god!
Do I know of anything that has the potential to do this?
No. I'm gonna say right now without a check, no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This was a person.
It's the remains of a person, yeah.
That's why I said this was, not is.
Zins, am I like actively feeling ghosts present
Not
in the
nearby,
area, or
in the
like
general
just the
area.
energy?
I will say though, Alile, l- luckily you know that incineration is one way to rid ghosts of a body.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that a good thing or a bad
It
thing?
means the scorch marks didn't make ghosts. You know that.
At
Interesting,
least that's
lovely.
well, yeah. Cremation is a thing.
Also
Yeah, that makes
something.
sense.
Also something we see. The tracks themselves are demolished. Almost at
You don't
this
fucking
one.
say.
This one is at regular intervals rather. Every other crossbar between the two tracks have completely blown out of themselves and have mangled the actual track.
I must say,
Okay.
this looks a bit too patternist to have been something uncontrolled.
Yeah. This is. Oh, Zins.
Yes.
It screams of foul play.
Do the scorch marks actually have like a certain texture to them, like that I can perceive?
Grainy.
Grainy. So they're different than like the rest of the floor.
Yep.
Are they indented or?
They're not indented. It's like a
Built on top of?
Yeah, but very
Okay.
little.
Very
If
little.
one
Just
were
enough
to
for me to see
run,
it.
if one were to run one's hand through it, would it like split out? Like, is it like a
No, it seems to be like fused to the ground.
My God.
It's been about 2 years.
I can only
Yeah.
hope death was instantaneous, because otherwise.
I would assume that it was. Let's try
Okay.
to stay quiet in this area, though.
So
Do
what?
we see the blue coats at all?
You see one of them standing watch outside the factory, kind of kicking his feet, like playing around with his. It looks like he's just kind of throwing his baton and then catching it, like literally, like bored out of his goddamn mind. As the other ones are currently inside the building.
Do I detect the rest of the blue coats?
In what
Can
way?
I roll something? Like, spiritually, I guess. Can I see their ghosts, Zins?
Can you
That-
attune to a living
Their
creature?
bodies.
Okay, so, I'm going to use some of your lore on you, Alile. Only
I
your
can't
spirit.
perceive through solid objects.
Well, no, I'm saying more. In the more like attuning to an alive person, that would only work on mourners like Alile. Regular people would not have detectable spirits.
Yeah. But it's real helpful when trying to avoid the wardens, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It was worth a shot. All right, let's try not to be noticed while we're moving through here.
Ideally.
Alistair, can you try and suss out where the origin point was?
I can do my best.
All right.
Do you want
Uh,
any help or making it a group action at all?
That is up to the rest of you. Would you like to assist me in any way?
Yeah, sure, I'll assist you.
I can
That
assist.
stresses
Yes.
me, right?
Yep. So only
Yeah.
one person can assist per roll.
Okay. Going for
And
a
I already said I
study.
would.
All right.
Huh?
And I already contributed.
What difficulty we looking at? Sins, risky, controlled,
Risky.
desperate.
Let's call this standard, but standard on the lower end.
But if I take the 2 stress, I can make it a controlled, correct?
Yes.
If you spend your 2 stress, it's not making it controlled. It would make greater effect.
Okay. Standard. Take
Also,
bonus
Mariana,
dice.
are you assisting or no?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
assisting.
Oh, gee, Christ. All right. Well, the highest one's a 5.
All right, you're looking around. From what you gather, it is less one origin point and more multiple set simultaneously.
Oh fuck.
More than one thing went
Yeah,
off at
that's
once.
what I thought.
Oh boy.
As you
Yeah.
Okay.
generally not
Really
trying
wanted this
not to
place
get too
gone.
close to the blue coat. You notice one kind of indent into the rail that blew the material outwards. You see a physical long steel fragment shot into the wall on the other side. You see that with a large scorch mark around it. And then roughly 40 yards down, there is a similar mark like that.
I must say,
That is concerning. That is very concerning.
the paintings did not do the devastation any justice.
Alright, so this was definitely an inside job. Someone didn't want the tracks to become a thing.
Someone really didn't want them there. Can I try and suss out how the bodies are laying? Like, did they try running away, or was it like that, or just
Are you going to roll for this?
sure?
Okay. It's gonna be risky greater. Because there's not
All right,
much to go off of, but there's a lot to infer.
I will roll survey.
Unfortunately, this was
That
not
is a 6.
Pompeii.
You think Ben was correct. If they were close to this explosion, it would have been instantaneous.
Yeah. Okay.
No time to react.
Hmm.
It seems
Ooh.
so obvious, though. It surprises me that this has not been. Like, obviously, we can't trust the authority to do anything about it, but is there seriously nobody else? No commons folk talking about this?
Most people don't want to deal with ghosts.
It was
I'm
also
not
probably a
talking- I'm not-
councilman.
Mm-hmm.
The higher up the food chain you go, the better you are at being able to hide your spoils, or whatever you want to call them.
Huh. Can I try and locate any nearby ghosts, unbound spirits, or anything?
Yeah, give me an attune.
All right. That's a 5.
You open your mind. You see. You kind of. I would say you close your eyes if you had eyes. The
Don't have
way
eyes, but I still have eyelids.
the way Alile works is that blind, so it's pitch black.
Is she like an owl? Does she have like a second set of eyelids?
No.
She's an elf.
Alile, you see kind of white hot balls, like figures. Okay, look, man, I emphasized a word
Shut
a
your ass
bit
up.
too much. I get it.
Like
Balls.
burning chunks of iron, basically.
Yeah. You see these. Fuck you guys.
I didn't say
Okay,
shit.
okay, it's not that funny. It's not that funny.
No, it
It ain't
is
that funny,
funny.
Rob.
That's the worst part.
I didn't even notice.
I would have laughed too.
I just saw Cold immediately start.
It was the slow burn from cold, and then it just erupted. Ah. So yeah,
Moving
you
on.
see these white figures kind of slowly fade into your view. You see 3 in the general area, nowhere close. Seem to be on the northern side of the buildings. So
Right.
across the tracks from you.
I'm gonna go that way. Things might turn out a bit rough, so get ready to run.
You're going towards the ghosts.
Yeah.
Cool. Is anyone doing to stop or aid this?
Are you just
no.
going in a direction?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother.
Cool.
I'll follow. Just because I have a small idea
Aw.
of what exactly is happening.
Aw,
Ben is
you
watching.
do
He has no
care.
idea.
No, you just hear in behind you. You're not the only one that get attuned to ghosts. Come on, let's go.
So.
Ben, upon hearing this, just like
Oh,
presses his hands.
I
up
like
to
give
his
them the
Fortnite.
hardest side eye. Just
Ben, upon hearing attuned to ghosts, just presses his hands up to his temples, like, and he just mouths out, "What do you mean by that?"
So, we're gonna go
And-
real quick to Eunice and Ben as we are standing just in this devastation, watching our 2 companions leave. Is there anything we want to do, especially relating to the blue coat?
I need a drink.
If only Cresta
Right
was
now.
here.
yeah, if only.
endless
I got,
decanter of the same bottle of whiskey every
Yeah.
day.
Just in case.
Ben's got like a corner of his eye out on the blue coats, making sure, like, hey, if it looks like they're advancing on us, just like get a word out to everybody to maybe make ourselves a little scarce.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm actually oh, if I pretend it's not there,
Mm-hmm.
it's not there. uh, I think I want to is there there's like the buildings around the tracks,
Mhm.
or is that where is that where the blue coats are, or is that like
So there's
along the tracks?
to explain it a bit better, there is the actual track itself where the track doesn't make it like it's only about a mile. Like you could see where the track stops, where the work stopped. So there's the track, there's a solid like 100 feet towards what seems like residential buildings. And they kind of like are lined along the track. And then at the stop of the line, there's a larger kind of corrugated metal workplace. Like this is where the engines and the actual materials were made for the tracks, and that's where the blue coats are.
So
Okay.
Eunice, what were the tracks supposed to be for? Like a transportation, it seems, but
Yeah.
is it of people, goods, or
Eunice, roll me a d6.
what was?
Just flat d6.
For some reason, the first thing that came to mind was it's merchandise,
2.
so it includes all of the above.
Shut your ass up.
2.
No.
You do not know what the tracks were for. You do know generally, they didn't really plan a destination. They were just kind of, they would have just gone. It's
Yeah, they
more
were trying
of
to
a
see if it worked.
Proof of
yeah.
concept.
It was less of a, oh, we have a specific goal, and more, We want to make sure this works before we can make it a larger thing.
And then
And
somebody
it
nuked it.
blew the fuck up.
I see. Seems like something my parents would have supported back in the day.
What? A train?
Well, to... it's hard thinking about these kinds of things. Ben looks over to the blue coats. Any noticeable change in behavior?
The person who started throwing their baton has now been occupied with just kind of like shining their badge way too goddamn much. Like, you think they're going to clean it so much they accidentally tarnish it. Like, they are just going at it with their own uniform.
They're trying to bore a hole through it.
I fear that guy may be a bit less intelligent.
I just think he's.
You think?
You're not here.
Yeah,
We're not there.
yeah, that's fair.
Here.
Fair assessment.
This
And
is
what? Oh.
less a change of behavior and more just a thing you would notice. Strapped on the bluecoat's back is a full rifle. As this is a single fire bolt rifle.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask somebody about those things. So, see, when I got out of prison, I got my hands on something that looks a bit similar to that, and Ben just pulls out his gun. And I've seen some people.
What are you doing? What? I like reach out and I like,
Where the fuck?
Just, like,
you
lower
like
it.
that. Yeah, it's like this. Whoa.
And I've seen some policemen and townsfolk with these too. I'm not certain what they are. It seems to have.
First of all, put it away. Just
First of all,
right now.
the one end does not go towards people.
Ben puts it away.
Thank you. I don't know how you got that.
I know it's a
But-
weapon of some type, but I'm not certain of its effectiveness. It doesn't really seem to be entirely useful as a club of sorts.
No, unless you're really sadistic. But no, it fires ammunition.
Oh, like a crossbow?
I was about to
Sure.
say.
Rather small to hold crossbow bolts.
Let's say for now, small crossbow bolts.
All right, I will go looking for some when I next have the opportunity. Seems useful to have a ranged weapon on hand.
Sure.
Also, for the audience and the rest of the players' sake, this is a full this is a pretty much .30 full revolver. Like, this is a powerful and loud gun.
That has no bullets.
No bullets, no competent user.
He was like, "It's not a great
Oh
club."
my god. I hope Ben has supervision the first time he uses it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
But I just imagine Ben pistol whipping somebody, but the wrong way.
Oh god.
Firearm discipline is very
He's like holding it by the barrel.
That I would even say that's an effective way of pistol whipping. I mean, holding it a finger on the trigger and just hitting somebody with the barrel.
If
Oh,
you hold
God.
it by the barrel, you have a tiny hammer.
Yeah,
I guess
that
so,
seems
yeah.
almost too effective. Like, it shouldn't be that
Pistol
effective, but it
bitch
is.
slap.
I guess
Yes.
so, yeah.
If anything, if you're hitting them with the barrel, though, you want to hit them with the sight, because the sight should still be sharp enough to do some slicing damage while you're at it.
Oh, most
Do more of
Thank you,
the
definitely.
Cold.
swinging action.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Colt, for
The
teaching us how
audio.
to commit war crimes. Thank you very much.
That's a fairly reasonable. That's like if we're talking rules of war, that's pretty allowed.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they used to strap whole swords and knives to their guns. So
Yeah,
Even that was cool.
they
Alright,
used
Just
to, but they
make
don't
them
really
serrated.
do that anymore because it's less
I
effective.
swear, Minty, I
no,
thought that was
they
a
don't.
megaphone.
They don't do that anymore because we can just bomb them from across the planet now.
Like I said, less effective.
That's all Ben had to say.
Cool.
Great.
Great. Thank you, Minty.
So, is there anything else we want to do before we switch to the group?
I did want to check out like the like buildings,
Mm-hmm.
like
The
that
actual
part of the
architecture itself.
ruins. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you trying to look for in these buildings?
I guess I just want to more closely assess like the damage
Mm-hmm.
or like just what happened to the building.
Yeah. Give me a roll. I will accept pretty much anything as long as you could argue with it.
So I have a wet chinchilla. I can argue with it.
Do you have skill in wet chinchilla? How many dots in
You
wet
have-
chinchilla do you
you-
have?
Oh, I just
I
thought
got like 4.
Is the wet chinchilla currently with you?
Yes,
I
always.
thought no, I was like Ben, but he's an item. But he's like an item.
I fucking put him in my pocket.
Yeah.
And always take Barglemouth
Do you
with
have proficiency in Ben?
you.
That's
I was making fun of the way that you phrased it.
Anywho, yeah. So yeah, give me a roll. Probably Tinker would work. You could argue for Wreck, honestly.
I'm gonna do Tinker because I'm better at it than Rack. Actually, I'm not gonna. Well, okay, I'll do Tinker.
All right. Burning any stress?
No. Five. Double five.
Nice.
Double 5. So,
Never fat.
something you see
This is that would.
is that these buildings are not necessarily leveled in any way. Like they are still like sturdy structures. You see metal fragments sticking out of various brick, as these are mainly like red brick and mortar buildings. Fairly small. All residents. You're also thinking these are low income. These were probably either people from other areas or people directly working at the tracks. All the windows were knocked in, so you immediately know this force traveled through air. And you can see a lot of dust, and parts of buildings are physically caved in. Not the full thing, just a wall collapsed. Some of them with the arches like the one you came through, or the ones the blue coats were parked outside of, have fully caved in on itself and brought a floor with it. Like it is. They're not horrible. I'm thinking like if you've ever seen Fury, like the French city in Fury. Still very visibly there, but not bombed to hell.
Okay, and just out of curiosity, like the metal fragments, are those like parts of a track or parts of the track, or are those like other things that were like, did those belong anywhere? Then they got like blown into the building.
Are you going to physically examine them or just look at them?
I'll physically examine them.
Yeah, so you see part of the metal fragments are not the track itself. They're very small. They seem very thin. They look almost like a casing of something.
Oh.
The
Okay.
parts of the tracks that were blown towards these buildings are at minimum 3 inches long, like metal spikes. As fragments of
Okay.
the track physically were like cut off and then immediately launched. Like they are.
Yeah.
If somebody was caught in the way of them, they would have died instantly. Like it is not a survivable thing. These fragments.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Alile and Alistar. Um, Alistar, you're covering point. You're making sure Alile is going to keep living. Speaking of which,
Correct.
Alile, you're going to find dead people.
Yeah.
Why?
So when we get there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna reach out to the burning core of the spirit, and I'm gonna try to stabilize it long enough for us to maybe have like a conversation or something.
So I will say really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
The burning core of the spirit was a way of visualizing it. These are full form
I
spirits.
understand. I understand.
Are you going to try and physically be next to it to try and interact with it? Or are you doing it from a distance?
I'm whatever will give me the greatest result.
You know that next to it would give you more effect, but ruin your position.
That's fine.
Alright. Give me not necessarily desperate. You know what? Yeah, I would say desperate. Desperate greater. I'm going
Okay.
to lock this in as a tune as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alistair, are you gonna help me?
I can afford to stress, sure.
Yay. That is a 6.
Alright. So, from what we can see, Alile, you reach your hand out, and you physically grab this spirit. What is your goal? You're trying to stabilize it, as in, are you using
Make
your
sure that
ability?
it doesn't try to fucking kill us. Yes, I'm going to be using my ability.
Okay. You reach out, you physically grab onto this figure. How do you use your powers? I want you to explain the sensation you feel as you try and channel your energy into it, as you are impressing your will upon this spirit.
So it's kind of like a static shock that runs down from her heart to her fingers and then through the spirit, I guess.
All right. This tingle, this electricity
No,
moves.
it's not quite a tingle. It's a bit stronger than
Well,
that.
yeah, that's a way of describing it. It's essentially what Eunice got being zapped.
Yeah.
As it runs through your hand, this sensation, and you see your gauntlet just kind of spark a tiny bit. As you channel your energy, this spirit diminishes as you see it kind of flickers with this energy being pressed upon it, and then kind of condenses slightly as it takes the form of a human man, little newsy cap on it. Well, not newsy cap, but like the British kind of flat brimmed.
Oh boy, a churro.
Yeah, like the suede hat. Um, Working overalls on. All denim. He's just kind of like shocking to life. And just kind of the figure blinks and doesn't talk. you know this spirit to be under your influence currently.
Me and my friend have a few questions that you might be able to help us with.
It doesn't
So-
respond, it just kind of makes noise.
I was wondering if you knew anything at all about what happened before the blast? Or what happens to cause it, possibly?
You see it kind of like, you see this spirit relive the day it died. Its eyes full of pain. You see it tries to utter a word but doesn't.
It's alright. I'm-
Nothing.
Okay. Do you know how many others in this area are like you?
Nothing.
Do I feel that that's all I'm going to get out of him?
You don't know.
Alright. Alistair, do you have anything you'd like to ask?
I'm trying to think of the best way to word this. Um. Nah, I just the sentence was there and then it just went and faded from my mind.
What was the
I got
information you
nothing,
were
sorry.
planning to get from it?
Yeah, that's Alistair saying it to Eliel.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Do you mind telling me your name?
Anthony.
Alright, Anthony.
Does Anthony have a last name?
Is there anyone you'd like to give a final message to?
Lisa.
Alright. Who was Lisa?
Does Lisa have a last name?
You see it doesn't answer the last name questions. In fact, it doesn't regard Alistar at all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's those dice for, Eliel?
I was just checking to see if they rolled better in one dice tray over the other.
Hmm.
Alright. What did you want to tell Lisa?
Quick. And quick.
I'm sorry, could you write that down for me?
I think he said quick and quick.
End quick. No, it was quick and quick.
Hmm,
As in quick being one statement, and then end quick.
interesting. Alright. Can I try to release this spirit?
Yeah, you absolutely could. Give me another attune.
That's a 5.
Um, are you trying to release this spirit, as in release, like destroy it, or release as in bring it back to the state before you attune to it the first time?
Remove it from the state of being a spirit.
So you're trying to like destroy the spirit.
It's less of a destruction and more of a
That's
moving
such an
on.
aggressive term.
Shut up, Cole.
If you're saying destroy, I feel like I should have rolled wreck. Because that's what the wardens do. I don't really
So,
do that shit.
as you try and release it, once again you're shoving that electrical power into it. Um, as you do, you get feedback. You immediately get a final moment, similar to how Alistair did with the body double. As you see, this man, massive hammer, uh, slamming in a spike to the rail. And the second his hammer makes contact with the spike, um, it goes white.
Oh. That's not great. White as in the memory stops or everything went white?
Yes.
Interesting. Alright.
So, do we have any more investigations or questions about the tracks?
It's interesting that the bomb itself seemed to be more heat than it was force, because it cooked the people without completely destroying the buildings. It's a very specific explosive, at least. I mean,
Yeah.
it could have been worse. They could have been napalmed.
Something messed with that spirit.
This is probably unrelated. I was just say, on the in the in the in the book of the mechanic, the voyage on the map, where like where does it exit from?
It exits from Lionsbrook.
Like, does it? Okay, like in what direction?
It's going west and north. It's following the coast of
Okay,
Aqquar.
okay. Y'all come back. Are y'all done?
I think we're done.
I need a nap.
Yeah, I just should explain a gun to Ben. Tired.
Mhm.
It's not the gun. I. This is what it's called, a gun.
It's
Yes,
called the firearm, yes.
a firearm, a gun.
Please
Ben,
put it
Ben
away.
has.
We have enough blue coats around here. We don't need to get swarmed.
It's something
What's what?
fundamental about the current state of reality is confusing me right now. It has everything to do with ghosts. Quite a, quite a undying
Sense.
paradox.
You
You said that there were some smaller scraps of metal around, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Can I go and like try and study and collect a few?
I would say that would already follow Eunice's. You wouldn't get any more information than what Eunice got. A small,
And-
thin, looks like part of a casing.
I'm trying to figure out what material it was.
Uh, Most likely a steel or iron substance.
Okay. Some
what did y'all find out over there?
something something messed with the ghosts.
Something messed with the ghosts.
You're gonna have to elaborate on that one.
It wasn't able to
It wasn't able to
normally when
communicate properly.
yeah, normally when I reach out to a spirit, they're at least able to give like a sentence or like it was basically locked to saying just a couple of phrases, a name or two. There wasn't a lot going on. Something something went wrong.
Well, clearly,
I wouldn't know what. That's not really my thing.
I don't think you can get this amount of death without either war or severe something going wrong.
Mm, you'd be surprised what can happen sometimes.
Sabotage is a hell of a thing.
That's still something going wrong.
So,
In my experience,
Maybe
this
you're
happens
onto
when something
something.
goes very right for a very specific person.
What were we saying?
so if we don't have too much more to physically investigate, we are going to end our session here because it is getting quite late.
Mhm.
We have a lot to think about and even more to discover as we are going to slowly wrap up tonight's session and our investigations to the mystery of what the fuck was happening with Mr. Vincent Cross. Thank y'all
New
for
campaign
watching.
title.
Thank y'all for playing.
Woo!
Yeah, this is outro.
Yay! Bye bye.
Sins. Is it cross like a cross or croft like Laura Croft?
Double S.
No, it's cross. Like I'm gonna.
It was
cross you.
Croft for like
It
2
was
seconds.
cross.
It was crossed
until
before the
Zins
game
realized
started,
that.
and then I messed
Okay.
it up, and I'm like, "This is it now."
Okay. No,
Yeah,
I
I
just
was
wanted
like,
to
it's
make
Croft,
sure
and Zinz was like, no.
I didn't need to fix the notes, that's all.
All good.
Okay. Alright, I'll catch you guys around.